here backstage at K2 Euphoria with the one and only Starley.
Hi, thanks for having me.
No, thanks for being here. First off, congratulations on Call on Me, your hit single.
Thank you.
Absolutely love it. We go crazy in the studio every time. I think we tagged you on it in the studio and you replied back.
Yeah, okay. Now I remember. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, so congratulations to that.
Thank
I know
you so
it's been
much.
a long time coming.
Yeah.
So with that being said, because I know you have been in it for a while now.
Yeah.
You started off songwriting.
Yeah.
Then maybe thought of quitting.
Yeah, so this is like my first time even being an artist, and I never thought I could actually make it as an artist, and I was gonna quit. I was a songwriter. I'd moved to London and I was like working there for a while. I got signed as a songwriter and I was doing all that, and it just wasn't really working out after a whole bunch of years there, and I thought I'm just gonna come home to Australia and I'm just gonna become a personal trainer.
So what was it that gave you the extra push to be like, no, I want to do music, I want to be an artist, I'm gonna go for it?
Well, I was planning to actually leave altogether, and I'd planned it, and I was looking up courses to become a personal trainer. And as I was doing that, I was kind of having a talk with myself, like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm really doing this. Like, I'm changing my whole career. And it was something that my mum named me Starley because she said, I always knew you were going to be a superstar. Like, that's why I gave you a stage name.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I used to get teased at school for it and whatever, and I just didn't think that,
Because Starley, I think, is such a cool name.
Yeah, and my surname's Hope, so it's like Starley Hope, like this kid just like came from Mars or something. You know, I used to get teased a lot, but yeah, I couldn't believe that I was actually thinking about walking away, and it was like a hard thing for me to swallow. And as I was doing that, I was writing on the keys because that's what I normally do when I'm getting out my emotions. And I was playing a little song, and as I was playing the chords, I started to write "Call on Me." And when I finished it, I felt like nobody else is going to sing my story the same way as me.
Right.
And I feel like there's other people that are going through this that probably need to hear this.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me just give it a shot and be an artist and see what happens. I got myself a little indie deal in Australia, and then the rest is history pretty much.
And it's so funny because, you know, it's kind of like cliche when you're like, just when you think you're going to give up is like when your big break comes up. You see all these quotes on Instagram, inspirational quotes, and you're living proof of it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because I used to look at those quotes.
Right.
And then as I was thinking to quit, I was like, yeah, these quotes are like rubbish. You know, like this stuff doesn't really happen to ordinary people. And it really did for me. And so it's still overwhelming for me to think about that.
How has your family taken in all this, like,
my family were watching this KT Euphoria thing. They're live streaming it. They're like, they're with me. Yeah, they're with me all the way. Like, they love it. And they're so proud. And they're happy that people, you know, people used to think we're crazy for them supporting me, you know, and believing that I could be a star. You know, I came from this very small little, you know, little suburb, and nobody ever does anything where I'm from. And so.
And speaking of which, I know that you've been traveling a lot. Has that been like difficult for you because you have to be away from family and your friends? How have you adjusted?
Yeah, I have been a little bit sometimes homesick, but at the same time, like my manager bought me this beautiful gift. It says grateful on there, and it was a thing of like gratitude of like, you know what, I could see my family anytime. I'll be able to go back at Christmas, and you know, but I'm so happy to be here living my purpose, and it's great. It's like such a great, it's a big deal to be coming from where I'm from doing this, and like, so I'm grateful for it. So it's okay, you know, when I think that I'm sad about it, I'll just go out for a jog or go to the gym or something.
And then you'll get over it. So
and I'll be over it, yeah.
Who's like the one dream person that you've been wanting to collaborate with, or you absolutely love to work with?
Probably Ed Sheeran. I love Ed Sheeran. I'm
He's
a huge
like worked
fan.
with everybody, right? What do you think it is that Ed Sheeran has that everyone just gravitates towards him?
Just the realness, I think. You know, it's like he's very different. He just does his own thing, and that's what I love about him because I relate to that a lot. I like the fact that he just made his own way. And that's kind of what I want to do, is just make my own path, and I don't want to have to be like everybody else because I'm not very good at just fitting into boxes. And so, yeah. And so
he's not
I
big
really
on social media. Are you a big social media?
Not
like,
really either. No, I get told to be on it, and I'm on it way more than I used to be. Like I really try to update and give like these little life stories and things every now and then. But yeah,
it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game. I'm in my songwriter brain most of the time, but I've been trying real hard with.
You're a very
media
busy
stuff.
woman, obviously. So how do you maintain your shape? Because I know you're very into fitness. So what's your routine like when you wake up? Like, guide us through it on a regular basis.
I'm not as fit as I used to be. I used to have a six-pack. I'm not as fit.
Oh,
but I've gotten into this new thing. I used to go jogging in the morning and that kind of stuff. But I've realized that my body kind of plateaued because I wasn't pushing myself hard enough. So I started this new thing called Orange Theory, which is a gym that they have in LA, and I think they have it everywhere. They have it in New York as well, and they push you really hard, and they give you like this little heart monitor so you can see on the screen what you're doing and how you are compared to everybody else, and it's like really fun. It's like really intense, and by the end of it, you want to die. Like I think I die 3 times in those sessions, but I do that at 7 a.m. in the morning before I start anything. So
I gotta be honest with you. We joined the gym, I think, in February. We haven't gotten out once. The only time we went was to like sign up.
So obviously you guys eat really well.
Nope.
No? Okay, you're just blessed. Okay, they're just blessed. Like, okay, if you're not blessed like these two, then yeah, you got to go and do some like early workout is the best, because like my manager used to tell me, she kept saying it to me and I was like, I'm not getting up that early, but it's true. It's like you get your hardest thing over with at 7 a.m. in the morning, so everything else is way easier compared to that workout. So yeah.
I want to go back to the name. You mentioned that your mom gave you the name Starley because she knew you were going to be a star. Now, we have like Beyonce, who named her baby girl Blue Ivy.
Yeah.
And then you have other like artists that have named their children, you know, a very unique name. Do you think that maybe Blue Ivy will blow up one day when she becomes older? Or?
I think the name is a huge deal. Like when you name your children, I think it's really important because the kid takes in all that energy. And so I probably did take that energy, and when I was a child I wanted to be a singer. I just had this feeling. I started wanting to be a veterinarian, and then as I got to about 12 and I realized I could sing, I thought, nope, that's it.
You're gonna be a star.
Yeah, I'm gonna sing, and that's what I want to do.
So when you have kids, are you gonna give them
I'm gonna give them some special names. I might not give them stage names because I had a hard time in this music industry. I don't know if I want my kids to go through that, but I mean, it's part of life, so maybe I will. I don't know.
It makes you stronger because all the successful people have like been teased, and it's just,
for real,
you know, now they're, you know,
teased, and you know, lots of things. I think it's super important. If you're especially creative people, when you're creative, you have to go through those lows, because if you don't go through those lows, you don't know what it is to go through the highs. Like you don't know how to appreciate it, you don't know how to embrace it, and it helps you with the writing as well.
So what can you want to go? Okay, that's the 2 hour. Like
As
far as music, what can we expect? What, any surprises?
So my next single comes out June 9th. Woo! It's a little bit sexier. It's good. It's called Touch Me. It's a little bit sexier. It's a throwback from the 90s song Tell Me by Groove Theory. So I'm really good friends with one half of Groove Theory, this guy named Bryce, who's a producer, and he's my friend. So way back when we were talking, I was telling him, I really want to cover your record. Like, can I do it? I want to rewrite some of it. He's like, yes, go for it. And he loved it when I showed him the finished version. So I'm putting it out as my next single, and I hope you guys are going to love it. We're about to shoot a video, I think, after I do promo in Europe, I'll come back. I'm going to shoot a video, but we'll just put it out first and then let it run. And so super excited about it. Yeah.
Well, we're so happy for you. Do you have?
Thank you.
No. Okay. Again, twin problem right here.
It's great. You do have different hair colors, right? Slightly or no?
I'm not gonna lie. I have hair extensions on.
Okay,
she teases me about
yours looks slightly lighter.
Yeah.
That's how I can tell you apart.
Thank
slightly.
you so much. We cannot wait to see you perform and blow up, and we're looking forward to your new single.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.